too quick to criticize. Obligation to survive. We are gonna be alive. Yeah. All it is.
Now it's about Rivera, introduced for the final time.
Mariano Rivera. Number 42.
Recorded voice of the late PA announcer Bob Shepard one more time as well in Yankee Stadium. Rivera comes in to the 8th inning, inherits a 2-on, 1-out situation, gets Delman Young to fly out, and then Sam Fuld to bounce back right to him. Gets the Yankees out of trouble one more time. You wonder if Houston, as the Yankees finish up their season in Houston, might play Enter Sandman as Rivera enters the game in a visiting ballpark. Top of the 9th, the final batter Rivera will face in New York City. Yunel Escobar pops out to Robinson Cano. 1 out to go, but that is it. And look who comes out to make the pitching change. Derek Jeter, Andy Pettitte. Pettitte signals for the right-hander. The moment begins as a light-hearted one, but soon as Pettitte takes the ball from Rivera, always still with decorum in any situation, the embrace. And again, the moment began as a light one, but then it turned into a very emotional one for Rivera. Curtain call for Rivera. And then once the game is over and the Rays go on to win 4-0, he'll make one more trip to the mound. Photo opportunity. One more dig, and then he'll scoop up some dirt and take back to Penn. His final game at Yankee Stadium. Yankees finish up their season in Houston. There's also some talk of Rivera playing center field there. With Tim Kirchin after the game.
Mariano, when your brothers, Derek Jeter and Andy Pettitte, came out and gave you a hug, what was going through your mind at that moment?
Oh my God, everything hit me from the first time that I came here to today. You know what I mean? All the good times and the sad times. It wasn't easy though. You know what I mean? Everything hit me like a ton of brick at that point, and I just lost it for a little bit.
What are you going to miss most about this ballpark?
Well, what I'm going to miss most about this ballpark, first of all, obviously the fans, you know, but pitching take a place in the game and save some games. You know, I'm going to miss that definitely. But the rest, no.
Derek Jeter whispered to you, Andy Pettitte whispered in your ear. Give us an idea of what your guys were telling you out there on the mound.
Well, they were telling me that, you know, I'm the best and all that stuff, you know. But I couldn't hear anything because I lost it, you know. It was kind of a little hard for me.
When you get on the plane tonight to go to Houston, what's that going to be like for you when you leave this place really for the last time?
I don't know. I don't know how it's going to be. I don't know. I wish I can tell you something, but I don't know. You know, I didn't know how it's going to happen this time, and it was different. I don't know.
Last thing, are you going to play center field in Houston?
I don't know. I wish, but I don't know what's going to happen. Is my leg allow them? I will.
Congratulations, Mariano.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You don't understand that last question. There's actual talk that Rivera wants to play in center field for at least one inning, and there's talk that could happen in Houston as the Yankees finish up their season. Perhaps play center in the 8th, and then come in the 9th to pitch for the final time in his Yankee and his baseball career. Those are the numbers. We all know those equal the Hall of Fame. But what's so much more about this player is his championships, is his performance for so long in the postseason, and of course, his teammates.
It was a cool moment. You know, we've had so many great moments here, but that was, you know, Joe asked, you know, said he wanted us to do that, and my first thought was, I don't know, that might be a little weird, you know. And then everybody on the bench, all the guys, like, you got to do it, you got to do it. So glad we did. Just a great moment, and just the emotion, you know, of him and us to be able to be out there and share that with him. It was awfully cool. It's going to be something that obviously I'll never forget.
He's one of the best to ever play the game. You know, he's up there with any player that you can name, because what he's been able to do year in and year out, not only in regular season and postseason, you know, he's going to go down as the best.
All right, so that's pretty kick-ass, you have to admit. Love him or hate him, the Yankees talking about. Could never say anything bad about Mariano Rivera. Class act. And not typical of him to go through that experience, but it's Yankee Stadium. It's understood. Hey, welcome to Talk Radio version of the OMSR. I am your host, Will, the alternative ESPN Sports Thrill. Bringing you a quickie version. It's worth 2 minutes of your time. Never more than 3. It's Video Talk Radio. The DMCA is my sponsor, as it were. Digital Millennium Copyright Act covers the fair use standard, minimal use, and derivatives. So being a pro bono sports show, I am reliant upon and dependent upon borrowing a little of this, a little of that, this, that, and the other. I like to combine it with a little bit of original content too, not just stick to the minimal use side of things. So, video highlights courtesy to ESPN and MLB. Probably the Yankees too. You know, they'll want to put together a DVD, but this doesn't cut into that sort of thing, you know. A 2-hour DVD of the sport life story of Mariano. No, this is no threat to stuff like that whatsoever. It's gotten really difficult on YouTube to show even itty-bitty bit clips. Alright, so what else we got to say about Mr. Rivera? All those records at the end, most in MLB, most in MLB, he's most in MLB, he's this far ahead of all the other pitchers. Pretty impressive stuff. And I guess what? Final day of regular season today. Wish I'd done this last night for y'all, but I was busy covering Gone Vontek. Anywho, not sure we'll be able to catch a pitcher playing center field. I'll do my best. Alright, thanks for watching. Reminding you, sports and alcohol, they are joined at the hip. No silly DUIs while you're out there. Later days and more signature.
Gazing up to the breeze of the heavens on a quest